Hey everyone, it's Trader Rob. Today is Tuesday, March 17th. A little late at night here. It's about 8 o'clock when I'm filming this video here. I just want to give a quick update on the session today. I finished the live stream up pretty much about $500. Kind of a weird trade. Found an area of some unbalanced volume on the NQ. If you haven't been tuning into the live streams recently, just based on some feedback that I've heard from some of my Signal members and viewers, they kind of wanted me to get back to kind of what I originally started off the channel with, where it's, giving, areas of unbalanced volume, which is how I trade every single day, but defining my entry, stop loss, and TPs so that the viewers can obviously see exactly, where my entry would be at, where my TPs would be at. And I think it's been pretty well received. I think people like the small change in format there. Still continue with the exact same trades, just giving a little bit more detail as to where these trades are obviously originating from, and the exact parameters of the trade, pretty much. So let's just jump into the charts here real quick. First trade was kind of a funky one. So I had identified an area of unbalanced volume, which actually sat it's like somewhere like right around here. Okay. This is what I had mapped out. Had my entry line here, my stop loss line here, had my take profit line, which was, I believe, right around here. And I had a resting limit order on there. I did say the only thing I was worried about, and I did say before this trade came in, that the only thing I was a little bit worried about was a possible sweep down here and then getting to the move. But I'd already seen a few of my reactionary zones just absolutely smash it right off of the entry line. So did get into this trade. Okay, so I was targeting 10 points, I believe, to the long side, and my stop was actually 10 points, even though it says 11.5. What happened here was I trade my leader accounts on the NQ, and all my followers are trading on the micros. I've got this morning I have segmented groups, so in total I trade 20 PA accounts with Apex. Well, today was, I think, maybe 6 of them, because I got them staggered into groups. Probably 2 Tradeifys and 2 Lucids, my 2 cash accounts. So those are all being traded with the micros. And my leader account is on the NQ, which is what I chart every single day on. Well, we got a very strong, just a really quick wick down, knocked my leader account out on the NQ, but none of my follower accounts got filled on my stop, which, again, and I stated on my live stream, for every mistake, or not mistake, but for every unfortunate thing that might happen to you in trading, typically something will balance itself out and give you the complete opposite, where today it helped me. It worked out because right after here, we just had within seconds, we went right to our TP, and I was able to take a profit on all the accounts that really mattered, about $500. So a little over $500. So that was great. Ended off, actually, the session, didn't take any other trades after that. And then after my live stream with YouTube ended, I continue on with my Signal members in our live trading room. And I identified a really nice setup on the ES. And I'm going to show you guys that live trade here shortly. Let's see where right here. It was a nice short there for 4.5 points. That was a really nice trade. You'll hear me talk about the trade beforehand, and then obviously managing risk from the initial entry down to reducing risk where I thought that I had protection on, and then where I kind of came up with my TPs. Everything is dynamic with me, so it's I already have areas of unbalanced volume, so it was sitting exactly where I thought that the market would need to go. Obviously, it went even a little bit lower. I think where my original target was, but either way, it's just a really nice trade. Got me positive, I think $1,300 for the session today. So that $1,300 plus the $3,500 yesterday, I mean, shit, that really helped out the P&L for the month. I'm over $6,000 for the month of March now. And just when when I was thinking last week wasn't the greatest of trades, and has started off super hot in first week of March. It was up about $5,000. Honestly, last week I had, I think, 2 days. I had one really unfortunate trade, that the one I can still remember it, where I got my stop loss got tapped by like a point just to see it. Not even it hit TPs, but the way that it just in a hurry shot down almost 60 points to get to my TPs, to make up that 30 point of stop and the 30 points of TP. So again, you can't control the market, you can't control everything, but I've been seeing the market really well. And to be honest with you, I mean, I've been loving the post-session trades with my Signal members. It's been absolutely fantastic. So it's been nice. It's been really nice. And today, I came in with some clear kind of objectives, not forcing really any trades, staying patient, letting the differences. I talked a lot today about trading in this contract rollover period and some of the challenges, and then some of the ways that you kind of overcome it, even with the volume profile, kind of coming up with your own hybrid, a more current volume profile to give you a better indication of June's contract, and then keeping up the longer composite profile, which for me is set at like 90 days. And it gives you a really good indication of where that March volume is sitting at, and compared to, or I should say, combining March and June's contract. So it's kind of a little arc to it, but I like I said, I wasn't going to be, I didn't want to take anything super crazy today. Just want to kind of see, one, if my areas were getting respected, which I saw from the beginning of the stream that they were. So that gave me a great, great feeling to keep kind of pushing forward. And it showed. I mean, the P&L showed, and everything. I pretty much checked off all my boxes on my trading journal, which is always a positive for the day. With that being said, tomorrow I've got Cash Profit Wednesday. So I normally run it on Fridays. Wednesdays are typically my most profitable days. So we're going to give Wednesday a shot here tomorrow. So tune into the live stream at the market open. Get the keyword. Just type the keyword into the chat, and I'll announce the winner at 10:45 a.m. And most importantly, stick around for the live trade, and hope to see you guys there tomorrow. Take care. All right, I'm going to look to take a... I have it set here. Son of a gun. A short right here. And I'm going to take profit right at the bottom of here. All right, let's see here. There's a pretty strong flip there. 1,000 contracts right there. Still closing red. So we'll see. I know the risk is a little high here, but if I can If this closes down as a red footprint here, you know, I could probably actually move this down just to a 1-to-1. Probably get a little reaction there. And might be the same scenario as yesterday where I might have to increase my stop here just a little bit for a possible sweep, especially on this huge area right here. But the 6782s, where's that at? That's right here. Shit. Yeah, so I might have to increase my stop here to at least like the 83.5, 84, just for a possible sweep here. But what I'd prefer is if we get a red candle close down to the downside, I could just move my stop down to right here at the 67.75s, which would be about 3 points of risk, and then kind of manage my TP there. And realistically, all we got to do is really, we should see some violence right after here. We can get past the 67s, which sits, it's actually pretty close to my TP. So that's where the stops were at, which is where my original TP was at. It's probably the best place. So I'll put it right there. See if I can capture. I know not the greatest risk to reward here, but just trying to go into some areas that I know that they might want to peck at real quickly. Hopefully it doesn't take as long as yesterday, but if I get 5 points here, I'll be happy as a clam. I'm just going to switch to the 12 footprint here really quick, see if there's anything. Here we had a flip. Here we had a flip. All right, so I guess I could reduce my risk down to right around here. So 7.25, just off of this flip here on the 12. We'll see. ES is a little slower, so this might take a little longer to. I don't think it should take as long as the NQ yesterday, but we'll see. If I see a hold up here right at that box, I might cut it there for like 3 and 7. All right, right there. That's 4.25. Nice trade. 4.5 points. Could have got my 5, but that's okay. I knew there was gonna be a reaction right there, so might as well not even risk it.